Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will to be edifying. This is just certain brothers post up clips or particular article clips. This isn't an actual article itself. And I actually tried to type this in, and they gave us a bunch of fact checkers information specifying it not to be true. Oh, well, this isn't true. Bill Gates isn't this, blah, all that madness, right? But we know in fact that this is the case because several information and reports and different news articles through alternative media, which alternative media is always the best source of getting information because you can't trust the mainstream media to provide you with the necessary information to tell you the truth, okay? But instead they want you to watch MSNBC, Channel 5 News, Fox 32, NBC Nightly News, all the controlled news or all the you wish controlled media they want to put before people so people can believe in the well-generated lie. And I'll say a bad generated lie because there's no truth in these other in these other news groups. Okay, they control and they choose the narratives and they give you the narrative in which they decide to spew out into humanity, man. So with that being said, it says pilot testifies kill Gates spraying air on humanity via chemtrails. And I've said before, I've said time and time again that these contrails, well, not contrails, but chemtrails, they're responsible for a lot of illnesses, okay? Like I'm looking outside right now and you have this smog in the air, which is supposed to be a sunny day, but you can literally see the chemicals hovering above the atmosphere, man. Okay, you can see it. And when you look at the air quality, it tells you straightforward that the air quality is not good. I remember, matter of fact, at the end of last year, I want to say like the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks in December, it was damn near 60 degrees outside. And I said, watch how people are about to start getting poisoned and sick come the beginning of the new year. And bam, what happened? A lot of people ended up sick, hospitalized. The numbers started to go back up, even though they put an end to the pandemic. And basically the see-you-know-what was not declared an emergency anymore. But yet the numbers were so-called increasing, which they control all that information, okay? Back in 2021, the end of the year, roughly around Christmas time. Matter of fact, let's say November, December 2021. Everybody and their mother got sick, okay? I forgot what, I think it was the Marion, I call it that, the particular one they had put among the populace. A lot of people got sick from that shit. And this is when they were pushing the you-know-what heavy. And a lot of people got spooked into taking a you-know-what. So therefore they went down there and they basically rolled up the you-know-what and then they got it. And then pretty much you have what they call SADS, which is sudden adult death syndrome, which is basically due to taking a you-know-what. And we told people, man, not to take that you-know-what because people are going to start acting weird. I saw a video earlier of a Pizza Hut employee. That dude was like, how when you spray a roach or a bug spray, how it flips up and down, and the guy was basically having some type of attack. Now, it looked like he can, you can call it a demonic attack, or some people say that it could have been drugs or fentanyl, but it looked like he was suffocating. Like when you're suffocating or somebody's choking you, you start to skirmish a little bit. And the guy was exemplifying movements like he was being suffocated. And we know with the BLOOD, or the bumbler clots, I say it that way, we know that basically they've been finding these particular things in people's bodies, sometimes up to 6-7 feet, totally clogging up passageways in the body. So it makes sense. And what I'm saying, it looked like he was suffering from that, So yeah, man, it's gonna get real. They're talking about another summit here in October, right before the presidential selections. I call them selections instead of elections because we know presidents are selected and not elected. Okay, being elected is just an illusion that the elites of the society give people to believe they have some type of say-so, but you don't have a say-so. Okay, your leaders, your politicians, your unelected officials are all put before you, okay, by default. So you really have no choice in the matter. All right. So it says here, matter of fact, let me see if I can find this real quick. I tried to go through natural news. I didn't find it, but it's all good because, matter of fact, bam, this is a spirit. This is why I hold on to certain things. This is an article came out last year in February, and it's called Geoengineering Watch. Okay, now when you look at contrails versus chemtrails, a contrail or jet stream, something that comes from fuel vapors or fuel or jet stream from planes and stuff like that, they usually dissipates, okay? They disappear. They don't linger around, but chemtrails, they linger around and then oftentimes they come down into the atmosphere and then you breathe it in. And this is the reason why your vegetation is looking like I'm looking across the field now and the shit is brown. You know, this is why vegetation and so forth is it's look like it's dying, you know? Like we're in the middle of July and I'm looking in my backyard and these trees look like they wanted to die. Okay, because we know that trees take, carbon monoxide and turns it into oxygen and therefore you breathe it in, but he destroys the nature by spraying this shit in the air and cutting down trees. So basically you're just a conduit of just receiving poison in your body, man. So this is why the trees are dying out so early, because the shit they're spraying in the air. Like I'm looking outside now and it ain't that hot to the point it gotta be so hazy. It's sunny, but it's hazy because of the chemicals they're spraying in the air. Okay, and it's that shit that we just read that they're spraying in the air, man. Okay, so let me see here. It says Geoengineering Watch will start to release as of yet unseen footage from filming a dimming. Oh, well, this is just basically going into the videos here. And I'm not going to play the videos because I don't know how YouTube is very funny when it comes to me uploading certain things. But nonetheless, man, I can link this in the description and tag it to the video that I'm doing. And you brothers out there, you can actually look at some of these videos. But basically, man, they're poisoning motherfuckers, man. See, look at this. All geoengineering weather. I believe they wanted to pass a bill over, I believe it was I forgot what southern state it may have been, but they wanted to basically ban them spraying chemicals over their skies because, like I said, it's destroying vegetation. Okay, it literally looks like it's just a blanket of chemicals outside, but yet it's sunny. And when you go into the news forecast, it may say, well, yeah, we're going to have an overcast or a hazy day. It's because they're spraying that shit in the air. So those weather modules are basically dictated by what they're spraying in the air. You know, you have something which is called cloud seeding. See, look, global climate engineering operations are creating ever more extreme weather and temperature whiplash scenarios, like what happened down there in Houston and parts of the islands in Texas and those states. And they were saying that after Texas got hit with that hurricane, down there in a totality of tornadoes now. And it says here, operations are creating ever more extreme weather and temperature whiplash scenarios. It says the immense scale of climate forcing being carried out by the geoengineers is wreaking havoc on the biosphere. Look up the biosphere, it tells you. It says over 70 years of covert climate intervention and weather warfare, along with countless of other forms of anthropogenic activity, has done unimaginable damage to the planet's life support systems, which hence vegetation, trees, grass, plants, wildlife, humans. Okay, everything has an ecosystem. It's a revolving, they call it the circle of life. And when you have a man that's destroying that shit, then everybody dies off, and this is why everybody is sick. Okay, you got fucking turbo cancers is forming in your body. It's just a mess, man. This is why we got to get the hell out of here. And it says the blowback is already unfolding and will get rapidly worse. It reads the extreme and unprecedented temperatures imbalances already occurring in the U.S. and forecasting scheduled to occur are beyond alarming. It says the 15-minute video below expresses some of the most primary agendas of the ongoing climate engineering operations. And I'm going to have to get back into this and watch it, man. But the spirit had me to hold on to this because this is a lot of good information. And this ain't no goddamn sea theory like you clowns out there try to say, oh, you guys are spreading conspiracies. Conspiracy your mother's nuts in your mouth, man, all right? And get the hell out of the damn clouds and open your eyes up and see that Esau is the fucking devil. You know? This guy here. And you know what? I'm going to say this. This guy here, he's just a face man. He's a front man. He's doing the elite's bidding. He's part of the 5%. They broke it down. They say you got the 1% of the global elites that own everything. You got the 5%, which is their puppets, and you got the 5% that's controlling, no, the 4%, which is controlling the 5% that's trying to wake up the 90%. So he's part of the 4%. He's a puppet, man. Okay, he's a lower level luminary. 30-year-old actor dies suddenly from unexpected cardiac arrest. Doctors have no explanation. Sure they do. Sure they don't. But these be the same assholes that shamed us for not getting that madness they put in everybody. Joke's on you people. Okay? So anyway, let's go to the book of Sirach 9, and I'm going to start at verses 13. Keep thee far from the men that have the power to kill. It says, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And this is talking about Esau. It says, if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Yeah, man, because you got to know who you're dealing with. Okay, you got to know who you're dealing with. This man is the devil, and he has no good intent for our people. Read Psalms 83. Okay, Esau, Edom, he's the wicked. And this is why the scripture said that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges, man. This is that man, the so-called white man, starting with the global elites. They are behind this whole agenda because they whole population or they whole agenda is to keep humanity under 500 million. So that means they got to delete 7.5 billion people, which they're not going to succeed with that. But nonetheless, they're going to get a lot of people before it's said and done because, hey, they said that this next one is getting ready to kill millions of people. And I speculate because people got that, they got the icky Vicky inside of them. So that's why a lot of them are going to succumb to this new one. Because the new BRDFLU there's not one case that it was ever transmissible to humans because humans can't contract that illness or that pestilence. But they have something which is called gain of function, which basically they splice and mutate genes and they create shit. And this is why people are getting sick with things that they've never heard of, you know. But it says, lest he take away thy life presently, remember that thou goes in the midst of the snares and that thou walks on the battlements of the city. And snares is another way of saying traps, man. Okay, but nonetheless, this is all the judgments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because the scriptures say that the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Okay, so this is the book of 2nd Ezra 16, and I'm gonna start at verses 17. Let's start at 18. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, because famine leads to pestilence, pestilence leads to more diseases, which is pestilence, and then death. So you're going to have the famine, the plagues, pestilence, all transpiring at one time, and people are going to get caught up in the mix. And it says in the beginning of wars, World War III, okay, these proxy wars, I've read that the CIA is basically creating proxy wars and assassinating global leaders to stop BRICS from forming their nations or doing away with the dollar. So basically, a lot of crazy shit is getting ready to hit the fan from now on to October when it finally signs off on the BRICS agreement. And it says, the power should stand in fear in the beginning of evils. What should I do when these evils come? Yeah, and this proves that reincarnation is real because Ezra is saying, what shall he do? It says, behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Okay, famine and plague, but for all these things, they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of their scourges, man. Because people are getting jacked up, but not once are they considering it's because they're sinning against the Heavenly Father. Okay, they're not thinking about that. They like, well, look, man, this is this time and chance. This is what happens in life, or just life. That's bullshit. Okay, it ain't life. This is death. This is a death style. It says, behold, victuals should be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they should think themselves to be in a good case. But even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, because as things appear to bounce back. Let's just say if Trump gets in there and things appear to bounce back, things are going to still take a turn for the left because, hey, the Lord, he spoke it. He sanctioned it. You know, and it says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. And the dead should be cast out as dung, and there should be no man to comfort them. For the earth should be wasted, and its cities should be cast down. So when they shut these cities down because of some type of imminent plague or, You know, and they show you in these movies. They showed you in Contagion. They showed you that in The Crazies. You know, they showed you that in what's the name of that damn movie when they went into the C-23 Songbird. You know, they showed you all these things, man. You know, so yeah, how about Shimi Awashai is making moves. All right. Psalm 64, and I'm gonna start at verses 4. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly they do shoot at him and fear not. And they commune themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? Yeah, because from face value, nobody's gonna blame, you know, this demon right here. And all the blame is not to be put on him, okay? He's just a puppet. But nonetheless, he's gonna take the fall for it because people are gonna go after this motherfucker before they even think to go after a Rothschild, because you don't see them. But Bill Gates is a very known person. He's known. He's notable. You know. Look at this guy. The devil even killing his own. 30-year-old actor dies suddenly. Come on, man. This is a young man. You 30 years old. You ain't even in your prime yet, bro. You still young. You got the, you got the vigor in you. You know, you got the tenacity. You got everything. You got everything going for him, boy. I was 30 years old. Shit, man. You please. And the crazy part about it is I still feel like I'm 30 years old. I don't really feel like I'm slowing down for real. You know? But nonetheless, man, you 30 years old, you feel like you can fly. You know? And you know these actors, man, even though they're heavily infested with drugs, they have the means to live a healthy lifestyle because they got the money to do so, the resources, man. You know? So yeah, brothers, man, this place has got to go. We got to get the hell out of here. But it says here, they search out iniquities and they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But Yahweh should shoot at them with an arrow, and suddenly they should be wounded, and they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and all that see them should flee away. So, yeah, man, they've been exposed on all sides, all right? But anyway, with that, I'm going to end it giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bashimi Hawashai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Lord's will, you would edify until the next lesson.